Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Maria. If you're returning, hi guys, what's up? So you are at a point of I'm getting self-proclamation, self of self. Yes, thank you, because I can give you 1,000 different words and still not have enough. It is self, something about self, okay? So, I guess look up what that means to you. What does that symbolize? What does it represent? What have you learned of that? What do you think of what you've learned? What do you just really pick it apart. Self. S-E-L-F. Self. Translate that to whatever your language is. Find the origin of the word. Follow it back to its roots and connect in with that ancestral energy. Okay? It's really good and very calming when you accept that you know that you can trust yourself. And the past is like the fuel you're burning, right? And when as you go releasing more and expanding and ascending further, it's like the old is used to fuel the Ouroboros. The old is used to fuel the new, and thus the cycle of creation continues. For this blink in existence, right? Okay? Why is this important? I haven't shuffled anything, but I'm kind of wondering why this... Wasn't this the Queen of Wands? It was, and I haven't. If it is, okay, I need to shuffle it. I remember because I felt a few days ago, actually, and then this deck has just been kind of sitting there. So, like, I felt it and I sat with it, right, to really identify the symbolism of this Queen of Wands. What she truly represents and all that. What vibe do I get from her and what is said about her, right? Okay. But since I know that one was there, we're gonna shuffle, which I should have probably done before, and I normally do, but I totally forgot. And of course, it's the time with the freaking cards that are so difficult for me to shuffle. They're like literally, they look like, oh yeah, that, I can totally work with this deck, right? And then the moment you get a hold of them, it's like, not quite what I expected. But, gotta build up that strength. I even look, y'all. All of these decks that I use, they're so big. I got this little ball to start strengthening my grip because I realized the last time I got an injury on my journey of fitness, what was it that happened? Was it the bursitis or was it, I can't remember. I know it has something to do with here, right? But it was because of my my grip being weak compared to the other muscles that I was engaging, like predominantly engaging. So yeah, I've realized it's me. It's not the cards, it's me. Like, I need to be able to shuffle my own cards. So I just have to break this deck in. It's a little clunky, Yeah, see, I can't, they're not very bendy, but then they're so big that you can barely grip them, I love when card creators let you select the size of your own cards and the style. That's really cool. What was that website? I can't even remember. I haven't seen it in years because I can't buy anything right now. So I just have to wait. But I love all the art in these. They're my little collections. I love them. They each tell different stories. And this one's kind of like, I was like my grade school cards. Right. Not exactly what I wanted. But still wasn't bad, but not exactly what I wanted, right? Well, guess what? This is all important for you to hear because there's something new coming in. Okay. There's something new coming in that you... Okay, what is meant for you will never pass you by, okay? But you can push it away. You can delay it. You can indirectly, sometimes even subconsciously, push energies away because there's something so deep that is connected to the core of you because it is important, but there's some sort of a damper in between it that needs to be slowly, it's like unwrapping the mummy. You want to be very careful, very delicate, in a very controlled, safe environment to remove the bandaging or whatever drapings were on the said mummy, right? You'll probably wearing gloves so that the oils of your skin, right, it don't contaminate, and plus you never know what's there. Why is this important? Yes, so that's why you can't touch what this is yet. But right now the message is you need to be okay with not knowing what that is for just a little bit longer. Just a little bit, because you just need to let go of it for a moment. Okay? In order for you to, it's like all it takes is blinking, and this person sitting here will notice suddenly, because the blinking sends a physical yet it's like something involuntary signal to the brain, and the brain does work for us, okay? The brain totally works for us. And so does our gut, and so does love. Like, all of it works together, okay, in a beautiful way. But that's all it's gonna take for you to receive this. Because I feel that this is something you deserve to... Yes! Woo! Let's clear out that old energy. We have the Emperor, you guys. The Emperor. I wanted to know, what is this? What is so much better? The freaking Emperor. This is the ruler of all. And the universe we're talking about is the universe of your soul. We are all universes. We're part of the multiverse. We're just visiting. So we're not alone. We wanted a way to be everywhere all at once. To experience everything. Okay? Humanity chose to fractalize out to where this is at, but I promise you, we all have something in common. It's just people's methods of achievement and accomplishment, what they see as accomplishment, vary vastly. And I don't know if we can figure that out. I know I've met a lot of people who've been trying, but there's always something new. There's always some new... Like, what is this? You know? Maybe that's just because God's literally trying to tell all of us this 0 point of creation. Like, without the 0 point, what do you have? Without the origin, what do you have? Nothing. Nothing. you're going to be able to be, this is anchoring in. Because that Emperor he's anchored in the energy of peace. He's anchored in the energy of that godlike energy. I hate to say it, but we are all children of God. So, well, what is a child of God? Sure, you called it a human, but it means so much more than what you're trying to label this as. We're so much more than that. And we all know that. We can all feel it deep down. Right. That breath of life speaks to all of us. Okay? It guides us. It feeds us inspiration, right? Empowering energies, empowering thoughts, which help us. It can increase confidence. But you might be pushing away something really good at this time, and I don't think you realize you're doing it. It's just, you're just vibing and being yourself, and I feel like you think you're being playful, but it's not being viewed that way. How are you being viewed that you're not seeing? Ace of Wands. Someone is over-sexualizing you. Who are you over-sexualizing? Because if somebody's doing this to you, you're doing it to somebody. Even if it's like somebody you will probably never meet, right? Like maybe it's a celebrity, or maybe it's I guess musicians and politicians, they're all just basically celebrities these days. But you're being seen as someone who's very passionate, but it can also be someone who's kind of unapproachable. Okay, so keep that in mind. Try to keep yourself balanced, and try to just be okay with asking yourself, like, is this really right for me? Is this really what I want? Is this really everything that I have been claiming it is? Because you've got 3 cups there, but you're not happy with them. So here comes something new. Feels like you just really know what it is that you want in life and out of life, right? It's not something you're willing to compromise on, but it feels like there might be somewhere where you do need to compromise, okay? And I feel like it's going to be something that'll make you a little uncomfortable. Because it requires you to go deeper than you thought you would have to, or than what you were kind of willing to. Like, you would outwardly claim to be willing anything, but inwardly you had your limits. Well, you can't hide what's within from above, neither from below, right? Everything is just here to reflect back to us what we are pulsating outwards. And we don't need to say or do anything in order to do that. Because we are energy, right? At the end of the day, that's what we are. We are souls. We are energy. Okay? There's far too much evidence of life after death for us to continue to deny it in this day and age. The science has covered it. The spiritual has covered it. The religious has totally got it covered, but they're conditional. There's something you're going to be able to see before it comes to be, okay? Give thanks when that happens. Be grateful that you'll know, that you'll have warning. And remind yourself of that. Even if it hurts when it happens and you're, releasing the pain at the time of what you're feeling emotionally, you're processing it. Like, you're actually processing it. You're actually sitting with yourself. There's no one else here. You're sitting with yourself and the connections you've made. And all it is doing is reminding you, imagine this is like your higher self, right? What is the higher self? The higher self is that part of you behind the block that God put to give us amnesia while we're down here, okay? If that's how you need to hear it. It's like your higher self is that part of you that is always and knowingly connected to Source. And it is undeniable. It is the most peaceful, most satisfying, most resolute, most amplifying cup you can receive. Okay? Is that divine hand. Okay? And that comes from where? From within. From within. Right? From within. Oh, this is going to trigger some people. Well, you're either ready, baby, or you're not. Okay? I say I'm the trigger warning at the beginning of all of my videos. So here it is. You are either ready to step aside and truly let your faith take the wheel, or you're going to continue like you're the driver's ed teacher. You're supposed to be letting them do it, but you're like constantly hitting the brake. Like you're more like, I don't know, or whatever. Okay, that's just how I'm being shown it. Take it how you want. Okay? It's like you're having trouble not letting go of something, but in opening up to something. This is what you'll step into, is this star energy. Okay? It is the energy of renewal. okay, of rejuvenation, of learning of and experiencing hope and calm and faith and purpose, right? Just that spirituality, like truly connecting in with source, truly being open to have those conversations and have that be what you're focusing on, right? We're little baby deities, right? If you will, because we're all created by source. So we are source babies. And we're all just down here learning what that really means, right? And how messy that can sometimes get. There feels like there's a really big need for you right now to allow yourself to feel hopeful that things could change. Allow yourself to feel to trust what it is within you that is guiding you at this time and where it's taking you. Okay. Kind of want to split it. I feel like there's something else, but I don't know when to split it. Like I don't feel, oh, it's split there. Should we take that one? Let's take it. It feels right. Holy shit. The judgment is that it's time for you to heal. There's something that it is time for you to receive, right? This is what's coming. Yeah. You know, healing comes when you set yourself free, okay? And I know it's really hard sometimes to forgive some things that people do to us, but don't you want to be forgiven? Think of the worst thing that you've ever thought of doing. Now, if you actually went through with that, would you truly want someone to be able to forgive you? Or would you want them to punish you? Or what would it be? What is your, you know, that's your decision. That's what you're choosing. You're choosing which stuff for you it is that you're letting go, right? Because that's different for everyone at this time, because the shifts are so massive and so it's yeah, like, you know, that it's like amplifying, and there's like an energy of it. Yeah, it's like in waves, like it's coming in waves, okay? Someone here could be Aquarius, most watery of the air signs, in my opinion. My little lovers. I love my little aqua babies. I have a lot of aqua in my chart, so I love y'all. All right. Yes. There's some sort of purpose you've been dedicated to, that you went in prepared for, and you were open to having your path changed or having somebody change your mind. Like, yeah, you were open to inspiration and realignment, however it would present itself to you. Yeah, and so you've done a lot of walking away from stuff. You've been disappointed a lot. And it may have caused you to withdraw, right? And it's like, it was great for a while, like withdrawing and not really fully immersing and participating in certain ways. But it almost feels like there's a longing, like a call for that now to you. Like there's something you do want to, there's something you want to experience, but you're not sure how you want to experience it. Yeah, and so it's because there's still some stuff you need to work through and decide whether or not that's something that you want to carry with you in some way. Yeah, it's like you don't want to carry anything that's going to conflict with the healing and falling into that state of healing, right? A more restful energy that puts you out of that fight or flight, let you fall out of being so defensive. Okay? And when you can do that, you can fully express to yourself what you've been thinking and saying that is true, and what is stuff that has actually been keeping you stuck that now you want to move on from, because now you're more confident in what you feel and you're ready to end anything that's going to keep you from that, your true cup, from having your cup and having your cup being fulfilled, right? Because the 10 of Cups is a result of your one cup. It's your resolution, right? It's where what you achieve. And that comes from things that you've done, things that you've built, right? You learn what you can hold on to, and when you can say, you know what, I can let go of this, because I know that I have so much more, right? And that's what sets you free. Full card here, to choose a new direction, a more restful, more yet more productive position of being. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna say this because it's coming up. If you identify as like divine feminine, divine masculine, twin flame, etc., this is you falling out of the toxic version of your energy, which is how can I express this? It's like, yes, so the toxic version of the divine feminine is it is an overclocked frequency of the divine masculine. Okay? The opposite of the divine masculine is the overclocked frequencies and energies of the divine feminine. Do you see how they're connected? You're so different, yet you're exactly the same. And that in and of itself can be very triggering for most people. Most people cannot handle that. But if you do identify, this is something I feel you flow through more easily. This is, your chariot is arriving. It's not just taking off. Like, you're arriving. Like, that chariot journey, yes, it's fast, it's brief, right? It was the ideal mode of travel at the time, according to the history books. The Chariot's always meant to stop, right? You're arriving at healing. You're arriving at successfully, this has taken so much time, okay? But you are successfully arriving at healing everything that has broken you. And there's just, it feels like there's just one more little thing that you need to confess to yourself before you truly can achieve that 10 of Pentacles, right? That it's like the ultimate wealth card, it's the ultimate family card, it's the ultimate long-term success card, it's like the ultimate contribution. This person gave so much that like they created a town from a home that they had just built from themselves, kind of deal, right? It's a card of like financial security, right? Like the generational wealth, if you will. So whatever that means to you, you just need to fully confess to yourself what that really means. And and then you might have some hard lessons to learn. Okay? Yeah. There might be some things that you've been hiding that are going to be revealed. It's going to make you uncomfortable, but it's because you've been wanting to say your truth. You've been wanting to speak your truth, but it feels like that might be where you've been holding back. Well, surprise, it's just going to happen. It's just going to happen. Sun card and 9 of Cups. This is a wish fulfillment. You wanted it. It's going to happen, whether you like it or not. It may be in the form of an outburst. It may not. I don't know. But I feel it there for someone. It will be. Okay? But it's because truth is the only energy that balances. Okay? That tempers. Yeah. There feels like there's energies that you can read very easily that it feels like there's something that might feel a little petty from the past that keeps coming up. Okay? And for some of you, the person who's going to call you out on this and kind of let you know about it is your significant other. But again, it's so that can be balanced. Okay? As within, so without. Pentacles are the external. They're the without. They are the world of the material. Okay? Yeah. It's something, it's coming to you. It doesn't feel, like something's being taken away from you. It feels like that's what you're in your head about. You may feel like you need to sacrifice again because there's heavy sacrifice energy here. And I feel like you are someone who resonates with having already sacrificed a lot in your life. But you're not going to have to sacrifice for whatever this is. I feel like it's just being brought into you, okay? So, whatever that is for you, let's see. Let's get an animal to help guide you at this time. Learn about this animal. Maybe just listen to what I say about this animal. I don't know. But you do you. Whatever works best for you. Whatever you believe will benefit you most. Colibri. Little hummingbird. You're so pretty. Okay. I miss them. I gotta figure out a way to be able to reach by myself because my boys don't want to help me anymore. So it is time for you to pursue your dreams with determination. By doing this, you will make them a reality. Did I not say this is, where is it? Four of Cups, where are you, you little... You've been sitting there like really determining what you really want out of connections and how you really want those connections to interact with you and your experience here. And there's some sort of shift that has gone on, some sort of shift within you that is now rippling forward into everything, and it's gonna come out in potent ways, okay? But don't be, there you are. Don't be afraid of this, and don't put it off for too long, okay? I know sometimes it's not that easy to accept that we've just gotta, well, maybe I just need to accept that I have no clue what I'm talking about right now, or whatever, and just be without needing to feel like you've got to be more or be better for just a little bit, okay? It says it's time for you to pursue your dreams with determination. I read that. You'll make by pursuing your dreams with determination, you will make them a reality. Joy is just around the corner, but you have to believe that it is possible to manifest your visions. Stop waiting and doubting. And literally, that is the gut punch that I got that made me hit record before I was even fully ready. I hadn't lit my incense. I was going to switch out my candle. I ended up not doing that and just going with one that's almost burnt out just because I needed to get this message out. I did not want this to pass because it feels important, okay? Have more confidence in yourself. You're being encouraged to disconnect from the physical or materialistic plan and move to the spiritual realm. Is that plan or supposed to be plain? And move to the spiritual realm. I don't know, whichever one resonates for you. You have a deep spiritual connection which you must not ignore. You are on the brink of transformation and your divine purpose may be revealing itself. Yeah, it feels like there's something you're being inspired to do that you really want to, but at the same time, it's almost like someone who's afraid of getting burned. You want to put your hand in and feel this fire, this new thing that you're just seeing for the first time, and you've been told it's safe, but just don't get too close. Well, how close is too close? So you're bringing your hand, you're like caveman, you bring hand close, fire, feel flame, feel heat on hand, right? And you learn how close you can get, and you learn that you can't stay too close for too long, but neither can you stay in the heat period for too long. Right? So the raven is the other animal that came out, and I'm kind of feeling this top one. Oh my goodness, the hawk. I love all three of these. I love all animals. They're just amazing. Even down to the worms. They're so weird. But yeah, still serve a purpose, which is beautiful, and I'm grateful for them. So the raven is confidence. So we have lightness, confidence, and spirituality. Connect in with that. With lightness, right? Connect back in with confidence. Confidence. Really just like, really, yes, you can do you. Yes, you can be you. And then we have the hawk, spirituality, okay? You can believe what you want to believe. You really can. And the people around you, like, how they feel about it and also how they respond to it, whether they choose to just react to it, that is entirely on them. But then again, whatever their response or reaction is, then the ball, regardless, is in your court, no matter how it was served, right? Fly above and beyond your day-to-day thoughts to observe them from a bird's eye view. Quieting the mind and detaching from your thought patterns puts you in a better position to take in messages from your spirit guides. You could be someone who's very analytical. Yeah, it's really hard. Listen, I have 16 air placements. It's really hard for me to get out of my head. And I've really learned that it's either zombie stuff, like zoning out and doing video games, which no, not all the time, or like fun stuff. Man vs. Wild, going native, right? Going primal, yeah. Which I've kind of found that if 99.999, maybe not that many, 99.99, we'll just go 99%. We'll leave 1% out there. 99% of people that would actually try to go and be primal right now would realize there's a lot of moving they can't do that is totally natural to human movement, especially if you're surrounded by other primal humans. So it's beautiful to see, beautiful to learn from, okay? You have to believe that it's possible to manifest your vision. Stop waiting and doubting. So that was important to hear again, okay? You're on the brink of transformation. Didn't I say that? Like that this is going to transform you. This cup, this something that you need to feel that is being offered up to you so that you can process whatever it is that you need to become this, to allow yourself to heal and step into this, to heal and step into this Emperor energy. Okay? Okay, I'm being called to describe the Emperor real quick here. So the Emperor respects himself and he demands that all around him respect him, okay? Because he gives respect to all around him, okay? And if you freely give respect and you freely give all of the things that everyone is claiming should be given and then it is not given, that is automatically an enemy like of your state of being, right? It has already been put at a position of obstructing free will. Yes? So identify what that means for you and let life show you what it needs to show you. Okay? Believe more in the lighter parts of yourself, the lighter aspects of yourself. Believe more in the more spiritual side of you that you know deep within you, which is the one thing everybody tries to make everybody question. Don't let them. Be confident at this time. Don't let them. Cougar leadership. Beautiful animals. Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't waste an opportunity to stand up and lead. Okay? And leading isn't the Emperor is someone people love to be around. The Emperor is someone who's playful, someone who is lighthearted, but also very very just, but and very forthcoming, if you will. The Emperor can play games, but can also tell when others are playing games and can tell what games others are playing. So the Emperor knows immediately when to come back into their seat of power. And do you see the scepter raised? Everything is symbolic. And the Emperor's guard know exactly what the symbols mean. The emperor does not even need to speak, right? Because the king's guard is always watching. Take these opportunities to stand up and truly be, to lead yourself at this time. To lead yourself in confidence, into a direction of confidence and into a direction of lightness, okay? Do that for yourself at this time. And the way to do that is really connecting in with your spirituality, okay? We have, again, hummingbird, raven, hawk, cougar, and fox, okay? And I think that's all I have for you guys for this video. If it resonates, you can give me a thumbs up if you have not already. If you have, thank you. And if you do, thank you. I appreciate it. I do. I've watched a lot of, not just a lot of readers, but a lot of different channels. And people don't give the thumbs up when a video has granted them knowledge or expertise in some way or enjoyment, you know? Yeah, like, you're connecting with energies, guys. Connecting with energies. Make sure you're aware of what you're connecting to. What are you listening to? What are you eating? Where are you? Right? What is it like where you are? Are things in harmony? These are all things that are very important. There's been too much of a divide in things, guys, okay? It's time for energies to be more united, and we're going to see that happening. Okay? Just, it's cool if you don't want these cups. You don't have to be happy with what you've been given. You can want something different. It's okay to. That's actually kind of the point of life. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.